Hello and welcome back to another episode of New Arrivals. I'm CQ the Watch Guy,
I'm John French.
and we have some great watches that have newly arrived and we'd love to talk to you about.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, what we got here today?
We got some goodies, John. We have some a good smorgasbord, as you say, of some
Oh,
really good watches.
I just want to get out ahead of this. I am wearing a Casio, so don't come after me in the comments. But
It's a good Casio.
anybody, don't hate on my little Casio.
Not that you call
Sometimes,
them a good comment.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta mow the lawn.
Exactly.
And sometimes you gotta, do some chores around the house.
Exactly.
But no, anyone who is in the watch world probably has a special place in their heart for Casio. But
Listen, you always need a Casio. You always need a good G-Shock. You need a good weekend warrior. Good.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
anything. You can kind of beat it up, and in the middle of the night, the alarm still comes on.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
I
Still
have
loud.
a Casio hidden somewhere, and like at 11:30 every night, beep 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 beep. It was like, oh, I just I need to reset it
But now we make a transition to a little bit higher,
a little bit.
a little higher level watch here. Where do you want to start?
Man, let's start with the most newly arrived watch. This
Yes.
literally just came in as I walked in. You're like, oh my God, we have something really
Very
crazy in.
fresh, yes.
So this is the new Cartier Santos Dumont skeleton dial
Yeah.
with a beautiful skeleton dial, but a beautiful micro rotor that has this amazing plane that Alberto Santos Dumont flew. And if you don't know, Alberto Santos Dumont is the person that the original Santos models were made for
Yes.
back in the early 1900s, I believe 1904, if I'm correct. And Cartier wanted to pay tribute to those models and to him by making a really cool and really special watch. And this is the first one that we've gotten, I believe.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. As soon as you see it, it catches your eye. Any skeleton from, any watch company really, but especially Cartier, very captivating, very eye-catching. I love the use of steel and the way that they, create this geometric, look within the dial. And then to have that rotor in the bottom left, just catches you off guard a little bit. But the level of detail is incredible. If you look at that with a loop, if you get really close to it,
It's amazing.
it's just fantastic precision, all within, I believe, 31 millimeter.
31 millimeters wide.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, I think it's under 10 millimeters thick. So it's a compact watch, and that's what makes it even more amazing that they were able to do this super well done skeleton dial. What I love about Cartier skeleton dials, they're always legible. You can always
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes with skeleton dial watches, it's a little bit too busy. Your eyes can't figure out what's going on, but this is super legible, helped out a lot by the blued steel hour and minute hands there. And then when you go to the rotor, like you said, if you pull a loop out, there's so much really well done finishing and engraving done on the plane, but everywhere else around the watch. And it just frames it so really, really nicely. And it's one of those watches that I often say sometimes, like, during a busy work day, you just want to get lost in your watch.
Yeah.
This is one of those watches where I could see myself getting lost 10, 15 minutes, just trying to figure out how they even made this, made all the individual parts, much less like made it work too,
No, it's a fantastic piece, testament to Cartier, what they're able to do. New movement.
Yes.
I believe with this one, and especially made for this model, so I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. It comes with a blue strap as well that pairs beautifully with the hands on the dial. But this is just a really cool watch. And it's I like the way you described the size earlier. It's the gentleman's.
Yes, it's a gentleman's size.
It's a gentleman's size. We are seeing people going back to smaller size watches now. So it's this answers that question, I think, and it's great.
Yeah, it's funny because like if you put this next to like the original Santos, it's probably a jumbo.
Yeah.
Right, compared, right?
Yeah.
So it's when you think about sizes as you go through the decades of watches and how people have collected and manufactured, sizes will go up and down. And but I think this is a great size. I think gentlemen or ladies can wear this watch really well, and this is just a really fun, unique, super well done piece from Cartier, and so happy to see one in person.
Yeah, very
Awesome piece.
cool. Very cool.
All right, so next up we
Next
have one of my favorite brands, Moser and C, and this is a really cool Pioneer center seconds with that awesome green dial.
Yeah, they do such amazing dials.
Yes.
Every single time I see one, I'm always I always get captivated by what they've got going on. The flume style dial, the way it kind of expands out from the middle with these darkened edges,
Yes.
just really draws your eye to the center of the watch. Hence center seconds, maybe. But
Yeah.
no, it's great. It's great, and it's you can take it anywhere and do anything. I mean, it's dressy, but you can also wear it casually. We've seen it on some different straps. Black rubber strap,
Yep.
and yeah, 120-meter water resistance, so you don't have to be afraid to, get it wet. No, it's a great piece.
Yeah, no, the Pioneers are great models. Like you said, you could do anywhere, do anything, screw down crowns on them, and you have a beautiful mixture of satin polish finishing on the case as well. So
Yeah,
something you can wear, you can get some scratches on it, and you're not gonna die seeing a scratch on it. It's
no,
gonna blend in very well. And like you said, strap wise, this is probably the first time that I can recall seeing this particular dial combo on a really nice, I'd call it an alligator strap, and it kind of dresses it up a little bit,
yeah,
and it just shows you the versatility of these watches.
yeah,
Because you have a nice, beautiful color with this, strap that, it just treads a line of dressy but a little bit casual. All around, just a fun wear,
yeah.
really good looking watch, and something that again you can put a black strap. You can pretty much any strap will look really good on this, and it's a watch that will, stand up to any challenge you want to present it to. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, and one of the most attractive case backs I've seen.
Yes.
I love the way they've done that. Very flat, very to the movement. I love the rotor.
Yes.
Yeah, and the way they've beveled those lugs. It's should fit the wrist well.
Exactly. They're very, 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 very wrist friendly watches. They hug your
Yeah,
wrist really, really well. Very, I can't, talk enough about how comfy Moser watches are. And for the price, I think you in-house movement, unique dial, something that's a nice, fresh looking piece. Really good. Bang for your buck brand.
yeah,
And I think the
absolutely.
Pioneer, this particular one is a really, really fun piece.
All right, some classic horology here.
Yeah, we do have some classic horology here with the Patek Philippe 5124G
Yes.
in the beautiful salmon dial. And this is, I would say, one of my favorite time-only Patek Philippe watches for
Yeah.
sure. When I saw that you had this, I was like taken aback
Yeah.
because I haven't seen one in a little while.
Yeah. Not every day we see a gondolo.
No,
When we see people come in with Patek or looking for Patek, it's rarely this model. It's usually, the Nautilus, the Aquanauts, but I love this piece. It's as classic as can be. You can wear it out, dress it up, of course. But I also think it gives you a little bit of that sense of the brand's history.
yeah, for sure. I think that's a great point. The Gondolo line is that family in the Patek Philippe collection that looks so different than everything else because it
Yeah.
was originally made for the special dealers down there in Brazil. So you just have unique cases and unique dials for them. This particular version, the salmon dial that was out there before the salmon dial hype, beautiful brigade numerals that has kind of this black polished finish on it. So you get such a unique look. Manual wand movement on there as well, so not too thick of a watch. Beautiful case construction, so you have some nice steps up there too. And again, another watch you can have a lot of fun with the straps too.
Yeah.
I've sold these, many, many times, and every time when I see it, it's just like for modern Patek Philippe, the prices that you find these at,
Yeah.
you really can't you can't find something better, find something more unique where you can be in a room full of you could be at a Patek Philippe meetup and odds are you're not gonna see this on somebody
Yeah,
else's wrist.
exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. And no, classic. I love like the way that they've done the case where it's curved and it looks like the movement is curved within,
Yep.
which is very cool. This one is very easy on the wrist to wear.
Yes.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's already been spoken for.
Yeah, these go fast. So,
Yeah.
by the time this airs, it might be gone. If not, you watch this video, just go click buy it now, take
Yeah.
it home. It really, really isn't a piece you will regret because you just don't often find a special Paddock that you can get, sub mid 20s. It
Yeah.
just it really doesn't
It doesn't
happen,
happen.
like that. And this is one that's just you're not gonna see every day because the Gondolo line isn't a high production line for Patek anyways,
Right.
and this model within the family isn't a high production piece. So really, really awesome that we got this piece in. So happy to see it.
Yes. And a little bit, speaking of flume dials.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the Audemars Piguet Code 1159. So this is one of the newer ones in 18K white gold case with a beautiful fume blue, midnight blue to darker midnight blue, almost black on the edges there dial. And this is, I dare say, my favorite Code 1159 so far.
Yeah, yeah, it's up there for me. I think maybe this and one other configuration that we've seen here. I really like, this is a departure from the Royal Oak, offshore line. And, I think this particular one, it really comes across as striking with that, that kind of midnight blue that you spoke about and the black outer, the way it kind of transitions to black. I think it's elegant, it's nice, and you still get some sport functionality with it, which is great.
Yeah, it definitely is the best of both worlds. A little bit more sporty on the strap that it comes on, but if you put this on a deep navy leather or alligator strap, I think that dresses it up really nicely. And you do get, that aggressiveness of the Royal Oak when you look at the mid case there. You do get that feel of it. It's not a dainty watch by any means. So you flip it over, really nice movement, and it's great to see the evolution of Code 1159. Price point as well too. These are great pickups. I think we have this just under 40,000. Retail on these are 48,000. So it's good to see that you're getting great values for picking up these pieces right now. And again, to me, I think this is one of the best looking ones. And for a nice white gold piece at that price point, I'm willing to step out on the ledge and try something new. And it's from AP, so it's a brand that, inside and out, you're getting a very, very quality watch. I mean, that movement is outstanding.
Yeah, it's well made from start to finish. So it's a great piece. And if you already have your Royal Oak, your offshore, this definitely complements that.
Exactly. Definitely one like to circle back and grab up now. Like you said, if you already got your Royal Oak offshore and you just don't know what to get, I think this is definitely one that you can add to the collection. It will fit in very nicely.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. I like that piece.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Got some good colors out here today.
Excellent, excellent.
Now, a Monaco.
Yes.
I haven't talked about a Monaco in a little bit.
I know. Anytime we get a Monaco, I get a little excited. I like my square watches.
Yeah.
This one's got some history.
Exactly. This is probably the square watch, right?
Yeah. I mean, there are some more modern ones we won't talk about, but when we're talking about real timepieces, this is really what I think made the design so iconic. So it's got that history with the Gulf brand, limited edition, I believe. I think only about 1,200 or so pieces out there.
And this is the Monaco 160th anniversary?
160th, yeah, 160th anniversary. I really like the dial. Anytime we get a golf watch in where they include those, iconic, pinstriping.
Yes.
I'm always, it just harkens back to, classic world of racing. You understand where the history comes from immediately. It just feels like that kind of watch. And of course, you get the chronograph movement with it, so you can keep time while you're doing it. And usually these are on strap, but this one's on bracelet, and I actually really like it.
Yeah, the first time I've seen one on this type of bracelet, and I really like it. It has a very unique look to it, and it just kind of changes the whole feel of the Monaco. Keeps it very, very sporty. And I enjoy it, and really balances that. It's a really nice, deep blue dial there, and the dial just contrasts really well with the Gulf color striping on the one side. And I love the box, the square chronograph.
Yeah. Feels very vintage.
Sub dials, very, very vintage. Monacos are just such cool watches.
Yeah.
They're cool to wear, they're cool to look at. And this particular version, they're one of those as well where you got to find the right version that you like. There's so many versions out there. And I think this is a fun, unique one that you're not going to see every day at all, especially on a bracelet.
Yeah.
Definitely think, not something you're going to see every day at all.
No, it's definitely a conversation starter. And like you said, it's a fun watch, a friendly price point. So, anytime I get anytime we get something that's not circle or your traditional watch size, we talked about the Santos Dumont, the Gondolo today. We've actually got quite a bit of
non-circle watches.
Non-circle watches
We're
here
representing.
Today. Yeah, no, it's really cool just to change it up, just to add something to your collection that feels a little different. This definitely is the piece that will break the mold, I think. So
yeah, definitely. If you've been thinking about a Monaco, you've been toying about something with you're kind of maybe tired of circle watches and you want something with a unique shape, I think this particular Monaco, or any Monaco for that matter, will fit right in any collection. But this one would be a really cool one on the bracelet and just a beautiful anniversary piece to pick up. But this is just a gorgeous style.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah, and just like that, another beautiful lineup there. Now, guys, to see these and many, many more, make sure you check out davidsw.com. Hit the new arrivals tab. That's where John puts up all the watches pretty much every single day.
Every day of the week.
We got fresh watches, and we're getting such cool pieces.
Every
oh my
day.
gosh.
Every day.
And they go pretty fast. If you see something, make sure you shoot us a message, a chat, a call. Come to Orlando, come to Miami. Reach out, because, you know, if you blink, the watch you're looking at today will might disappear on you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for watching.